What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I bet half of you are still in your PJs. The other half, I bet you guys haven't showered for a while.
I'm like, what the what?
Yeah, people, get it together. Alright, let's kick things off right. Superstar Alexa Turner from my second period class, TV1. She turned in a short film. Let's roll it. Where's my popcorn?
Oh, I ordered that bathing suit I was showing you for spring break.
Yeah, if spring break even happens.
What do you mean?
The coronavirus.
The coronavirus is not gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Wait, is this serious?
You are looking to expand your
I don't know if
scope
I'm
of
sick.
practice and have particular expertise in any particular capacity.
Oh my gosh. My bathing suit? I'm not getting my bathing suit for spring break. Prom? I was nominated for prom queen. Like, what am I gonna do?
People are dying.
Dude, I know.
I just can't. I can't be in this room with you anymore.
What are you doing? Literally overreact.
So serious? Handle it by yourself. What did I do? What do I get? What's up?
Tell me if I win prom queen.
In the arms of the angel, fly.
And she would have been the best prom queen ever. Alright, snap out of it. Thank you, Alexa, and those who already turned in your ideas. And y'all, these are just ideas. These are 2 sentences. So if you haven't turned in your ideas, that's lame. You have no excuse. I just need an idea from you guys. Some of you have turned them in, but I can't read them, so I'll get with you. No points against you. For some reason, I can't open some of your files, but no worries about that. Also, for those who have turned them in, I've been giving feedback. Hopefully it's valuable, something to think about. So that's part of the reason I want you guys turning in your ideas. Even if you don't think it's a great one, I can help you develop one, I think. I'm kind of smart. So turn them in. Don't be shy. I can help you brainstorm, and we can ping pong ideas, and then one thing leads to the next, and hopefully we have a story idea. For my TV2 and UPC peeps, many of you guys are doing the coronavirus and how it's affected your life. If so, that's fine. That's what I asked for. I think maybe the direction we should go or think about is maybe one episode is like your daily routine now that the coronavirus here. The second may be you're cleaning out that nasty room of yours, and maybe you found something that you thought you had lost in the clothes that's piling up at the end of your bed. Something like that. So like you're cleaning out your room, that's one episode. Your daily routine, that's episode 2. Maybe the third episode is you're learning a new hobby. Whatever. That's kind of where I'm going with this. So each week you do one like vlog style if you want, and then we put it with the next, like, oh, now we're moving on. Okay? Makes sense? If not, email me, and we can figure out things together. And for the love of God, people, talk to your friends who have not logged in and answered my questions. Like, that is attendance. If you do not answer, like I've said before, I don't care what your answer is, just give me an answer, and that is the attendance. And it's at 3:30. I said it yesterday. By 3:30. I don't know what you guys are. You can't go anywhere. I don't know what you guys are doing before 3:30. So, hook me up, please. This shouldn't be that hard. Plus, I think we're not going back to school till at least May 1st. I think that was announced by Dr. Greco, superintendent. And we probably won't go back to school at all. That's my guess. But anyway, we gotta grab a hold of this new process. My TV1 peeps, most of you have told me what your story is about, so now we need to develop the plot. So your story is what the film is about, i.e. Transformer is a story about a boy in his car, sort of. The plot is the different ways, things that happen from point A to point Z at the end, right? What's happening in the middle, and the plot invests you in watching the film. So it's the characters, we're developing the characters and the different twists and turns, okay? So that's what we have to do. To give you more understanding, roll this.
So this guy named E.M. Forrester gave this famous example. The king died and the queen died is an example of a story. The king died and then the queen died of grief is a plot. The plot shows the causality or the cause and effect relationship between the series of events. How about some English? You ever had a friend tell you about a movie and then this dude gets shot like 9 times in the car, right? And then there was this explosion and then this chick named Valerie who was with him the whole time ends up stabbing dude in the back. What he's describing is the plot. The plot is literally the logical progression of events from beginning to end. When someone says that a movie has no story, what they usually mean is it has no emotional value. Nothing touches you, nothing makes you care about what happens to any of the characters. This also includes lack of originality, because when we see stereotypical characters or cliche situations that we've already seen a million times before, we automatically throw up a wall and distance ourselves from caring about what happens next. When someone says that a movie has no plot, what they usually mean is nothing happens. Story and plot go hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other. Story gives meaning to plot and plot gives action to story. You can have the best story in the world, but without plot to give it backbone, give it structure, to keep it progressing and moving forward, it'll be a formless pile of mush. It won't go anywhere and it'll bore you to tears. Plot cannot exist without story or it becomes lifeless and dry. If your characters don't have an emotional reaction to a plot development, then that event will not have an effect on your audience. If it didn't mean anything to your characters, then why did you bother showing it to us? You could remove it all together and we wouldn't notice because it had no effect anyway.
So now we're at the point where what screenwriters call the treatment. These are mainly written so that you can sell them to producers and get a lot of money, but hey, maybe that's our goal. But for now, think of me as the handsome, funny producer that you're trying to sell. Kind of a stretch. Maybe not. No, it's not. The treatment should highlight the beginning, middle, and end, and when the turning points of the story come. So anyone who reads this, they're going to have a full understanding of what your story is about, who your characters are, and what kind of style movie this is. We should learn enough about your characters that we feel something for them. We feel sympathy for them if something's going wrong with them, and we want to find out what's going to happen next. It's not the full story. We're not filling in the holes yet. We're just kind of giving like the depth to the earlier submissions that you gave me. So we started with a thin idea. Now we're building off of that. But the treatment is really for you guys, so that you can look at it on paper and you can say, okay, this makes sense. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to develop this character more. Or it could be just the opposite. Hey, this is not working. I'm not going to force this square peg into a round hole, because once I start writing this, once we start the actual script writing, you don't want to try to force something that's just not working. So these are about 2 to 5 pages long. So for those who have already submitted, we'll get on that, and these will be due on Monday. All right, put on some clothes, you weirdos. Have a great day.